Hello, fam. It's me, Jenkins. What's funny? What's funny?
I've never been here for this.
Mysterious voice.
Yeah.
This is my friend Newsham. How's it going
Hey.
today? And we're doing a gameplay update, patch 7.22, analysis for you, telling you what heroes you should pick and what heroes are broken in 7.22. So let's get into this. I'm on the first paragraph. I'm in the client, by the way. Are you in the client?
I'm in the client as well,
Okay.
yeah. I was going to ask you that.
So added new scepter upgrades for all of the 24 remaining heroes without an upgrade. Oh damn, scepter on every hero. That's cool.
Yep.
Updated various older scepter upgrades. So I guess we just need to read all of the scepter upgrades.
Oh my god, alright.
So it can be consumed like alchemist.
Yeah, like a moon shard pretty much.
Okay, cool. So that's like a
I don't think you
slot.
can I don't think you can buff other people with it like alchemist. I think it's just yourself. But you don't get the secondary stats, so it's like a super late game item.
Yeah, I wonder if you can give somebody else the 2,000 gold recipe. Probably not. The recipe's
Probably not.
That'd be pretty insane.
I'm assuming it's like any other recipe, yeah.
So Roshan now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, are you reading that too?
Yes?
Drops a consumable scepter buff item. The third Roshan will randomly drop either a consumable scepter or refresher shard. The fourth Roshan has both. You can select Roshan to see his inventory to find out what items will drop. Alright, so... I mean, that's pretty good because that's late in the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
guess. Wait, so the consumable scepter buff, is it like
I think it's the
the
2,000 gold
whole
recipe.
scepter? Or just the recipe?
I
I
think
feel like
the
it's the whole
recipe.
scepter.
That'd be nuts.
I mean, he drops a refresher orb.
That's true, but it doesn't permanently affect...
I mean, we can just go into a lobby and figure it out, but yeah.
We
Anyways, let's move on.
So add a new visual effect. Alright, sweet. Mars to captain mode, Io to captain mode. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Rest
Oh,
in
yeah, baby.
pepperoni. We gotta see the Io changes before we react to this. Deny XP granted to the enemy increased. The player being denied. So, I don't know what your thoughts on this have been, but I feel like denies other than range creeps like aren't that important anymore.
Wait, so they made denying better? Or worse? I don't know what's going on here.
Worse.
Okay.
The player being denied now gets 40% again. Remember, it was like 70% at a point. Or sorry,
I see.
it was 30%.
Death cost changed from 50 to plus net worth by 40 to no. Oh, so there's no base 50. So early game deaths are just trash? They don't mean anything?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that what I'm getting? First blood's the only cool one? Alright.
So you can just like
I
off
guess.
yourself to your opponents in lane, and it's fine.
It sounds like it's worth it to just drag waves now and die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Double up the wave, some shit like that.
Just don't die when you TP back in, I guess, because then
Yeah.
you're kind of fucking yourself. Yeah.
And you have no TP, then that's like another issue.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about that last game. Because I only had one set of tangos. I was like, do I just let Lion fucking kill me?
Sometimes it's good, man. Kill streak.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? These updates at the top are usually like what actually changes the game.
The most important, yeah.
Yeah.
They do that on purpose.
Kill streak, XP bounty from 200 to 1250, from 400 to 1800. So basically, people that have a huge kill streak and you kill them, you get a lot more XP wise.
Cool, cool.
Sweet. XP requirement to reach level 5 and 6.
That's
has been
kick-ass for
increased.
supports.
I mean, that's great for side laners in general, I think. Fuck mid lane.
Yep.
XP
I
requirement.
mean, I guess it buffs them too, if we're being real, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a buff to everybody, I guess. Better for like heroes
Level
that
19
spike
increased
at
by
6.
100 each level. Okay, so they want late game to be like longer, I guess.
Range creeps XP now increases by 8 per cycle every 7.5 minutes. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Dude,
Alright.
Midas range creeps. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Has there ever been scaling XP on creeps? No, right? It's just gold, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's just gold. I'm not 100% sure about that.
That's crazy.
I feel like it's just gold, but
I think it's
could
just
be
gold. Siege creeps now have a BAT of 3, so they attack slower. And they spawn 2 units at 35 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Siege creeps can... Honestly, siege creeps have been too good for too long, in my opinion.
Dude, I'm glad they did that, but that is crazy. You can't dominate, enchant, or convert them. Wait, so you can't even turn them into eidolons? Is that what convert?
I guess that's
I
the
don't know.
only thing that converted means. Oops, I have my Twitch alert still on. Shit, I'm so unprofessional. Anyway, tier 3. Tower.
I wonder what some of these ags do, man. Fuck, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah. There's going to be some
Okay.
insane ones. Tier 3 tower damage increased. Tier 1 protection aura increased. Tier 2 protection aura increased. Tier 2 is now multi-shot attack when glyph is up. Oh my god.
What?
That's crazy. Tier 2s and farther have multi-shot attack. So like if you glyph, it'll clear the creep wave without you having to actually be there.
I guess. Does that make Ogre like OP now? Gonna bloodlust the tower and then a multi-shot.
That
He's just
sounds pretty
Medusa?
good. That sounds pretty good.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sure that's
Ogre's the dead lane
way
taker,
minor
man.
buff.
He's loving that. You never know. I'll push him over the edge. Ogre was already top tier. In my opinion.
Slightly adjusted Radiant safe lane, hard camp position, the terrain nearby.
Alright, I'm gonna have to see that.
I feel like that was necessary if they did what I would imagine they did. I feel like Radiant safe lane has been way too good for
It's too easy.
too long. Yep.
It's like so
Capture's
easy to
right
pull.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reduce the chase duration of the hard camp neutrals in the Radiant safe lane area. Okay, so basically nerfing the
Also.
Radiant safe lane, yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant
So they're
middle
basically
tier 2
making it
tower.
like Dire. Dire's is like way harder.
Alright, dude. I swear to God, I talked about all of these things. I guess everybody's talking about it. I talked about all of these things in like a video in this exact order. Radiant safe lane. Radiant middle tier 2 is too close to the camp so that you can like tango the creep, tango the tree and farm the creeps. Adjusted tree to the right of the Radiant middle tier 2 tower so you can't farm the creeps anymore as easily.
Well, it's mainly for the vision too. It was stupid. If you like smoke into the woods and you're farming there, like say you're Dire, right? Like let's say you're really desperate and your only play is like go farm their jungle. You'd randomly be Radiant like already ahead and you just see some guy farming that you shouldn't be seeing because your tower sees it. That was retarded.
Oh yeah, that was kind of dumb. Oh, that's
I've
a
gotten
tier 2
so
middle
many
tower.
games like, well, we're about to win, but like the game just gets decided right there. 'Cause some guy's farming, waiting for his team to spawn, and then we just kill him too. And it's
Right. Okay. I actually thought this was the mid tier 1, but this is the tier 2. Yeah, that's bullshit
No.
that you see.
Yeah, that was
you see
dumb.
people farming that camp. No, that doesn't happen on Dire, obviously. This is the high grounds.
And they adjusted the tree line. I'm assuming specifically so that you don't get seen.
Yeah. That was bullshit. That was
Yeah.
honestly bullshit. Illusions
mid
can
lane,
now
medium camp?
lifesteal.
Oh, that's cool actually.
Oh, mid lane, medium camp, 2 layers of trees behind it. That's for the mid-lane-
Adjusted
mid-lane
various
farming.
Dire neutral spawn boxes. I don't know what that means, but we'll have to see.
Probably made them smaller, like easier to stack, something like that. Dire kind of
Wow.
sucks. Illusions can now lifesteal. Lifesteal now works against enemy illusions, pre-calculated based on the illusion amplification.
Is Enigma just shit or what?
Why do you think Enigma shit?
The following items are no longer partially
Oh,
shareable:
okay,
Ring of
okay.
Regen, Ring of Tarask, Sage's
You read
Mask,
that
Ring
part.
of Health, Voidstone, and Perseverance.
Yeah, that honestly, I don't know. That's like some relic of the past that those are shareable in the first place. I feel like what they're
Yeah.
doing is they're taking away a lot of the bullshit that kind of didn't
I feel
make
like-
sense.
I guess Bottle's different because you can pass it for like getting runes and stuff, but I've been in pubs where someone shares an item or drops on the ground and some cancer guy breaks it. Oh man, I hate sharing items, but I guess for runes it makes sense.
Yeah, bottles kind of the only thing. I don't know. I don't even know if bottles should be shared. That's a weird one too.
It is weird.
If they're not making it so that you can like share clarities.
I mean
and
that's
salves,
Dota, right? They always have like these weird exceptions with like specific things. Like the
It
mechanics
is.
are so weird unless you actually look at it like very thoroughly.
Yeah. Roshan base armor increased by 2, a little bit harder to kill. Attack damage per minute increased, so he's like that's actually pretty big. That's
It is.
150% of what and he's already pretty strong. Last hit gold bounty has been increased at the lower level, and then okay, so you're just on
So
average.
they just made it on that, yeah.
It's gonna be
Last
less
hit bounty
less
reduced.
random.
So they basically just
It's less,
well they buffed Roshan, but they nerfed it for like doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Roshan's a little OP.
I mean, Roche is nuts now, so this makes sense. Satyr, Tormentor on Holy Aura, HP regen reduced. That was insane on Doom, and
Yeah.
honestly, that aura's been good. It's still good. The timer, 20 seconds on the timer that credits a player for a kill, 20 to
Oh
30
my
seconds.
God.
That's for suiciding.
Yeah, that's for
That's a
suiciding.
suicide
That shit,
nerf.
because they hate that shit. They nerfed it when you used to be able to suicide to neutrals. Now there's a super long respawn. They just hate people getting free trips back home. They want you to actually walk back home if you need to go back home.
Yeah.
Which I guess if it's 30 seconds, yeah, I could see that actually. You probably would just want to walk home, huh? In
Yeah,
most cases, not
I'm
all.
sure.
but
I'm
most.
sure that was like a calculation. I did a video recently, and I was testing like how long it takes the average hero to walk to a lane with boots, and it's like 30 seconds for the side lanes. About.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd probably still do it with
For 4 boots.
before boots, or if you haven't like engaged in a fight with somebody. Like if you're
Yeah,
Abaddon, you're just healing some shit like that. Well, then again, he can suicide, but you know, there's lots of heroes that just don't get.
Yeah,
hit.
that's true. Pudge and shit's still good, but yeah.
Yeah. Heroes can now have non-standard initial attack speed values. Previously 100 for all heroes. Okay, so that's interesting to me because that kind of seems similar to just BAT. But
Sounds similar to BAT, but
so
they get affected differently by attack speed and whatnot.
Yeah, because it's percentage.
So this would buff them in terms of
Yeah,
that,
so all of these
or-
heroes got buffed in terms of attack speed,
I see.
which is cool. So
Looking at the ones on there, they needed it.
they definitely
Honestly,
need-
maybe not Veno. I thought Veno was fine, but the rest of them I could see. They have pretty bad animations. I feel like Dro would be on there if she wasn't so broken already.
yeah. A lot of these heroes, it's like if you
Yeah,
don't, if you
it's
don't
like
get treads,
it's miserable actually.
it's pretty miserable.
Yeah,
Like
like
Necrophos
the
should
early
be
game, like
on
level
there.
1 to 3, you can really see it on those heroes.
Yeah, heroes can now have non-standard base mana regen values. Okay, which is how it was before.
Wait, so Clinks has like no mana regen?
So
Is
Clinks
that
has like
how
no
that
mana
works?
regen. It looks like.
Dude,
Lich
why?
0.75, Techies 1.0. Wow, that's cool. Unfortunately, there's not anything in the game, unless they've changed stuff, that gives you like percentage other than Bloodstone in terms of mana regen. So this is literally just like... This is just mana regen.
Wait, so this is mana regen on top of what you already had?
Yeah, that's
or-
it. There's
Oh,
no,
so
there's
this
no
is a
percent.
bonus, okay.
It's just there's no percentage amplification here.
It makes
so-
sense, all these heroes kind of suck that are on here.
Yeah, they do kind of
I
suck.
feel like they're trying to buff all these heroes that suck in like minor ways that
Give
like
them like a little bit of mana that they desperately need. Sort of
yeah,
thing.
that won't change them to Dro that can one-shot Ancients randomly.
Yeah. Maybe
Their minor changes.
Actually, it doesn't look. They would have like stat changes and stuff up here, so it doesn't look like they have any of that. But that's it. So item changes. Observer Ward cost decreased. That's pretty cool.
Gyro was fine.
Gold bounty has been increased. Wow, that's crazy. It's like so cheap to put wards down, but
Huh.
it's very costly to get them dewarded.
XP bounty increased too, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, honestly, 5-roll has been kind of miserable for a long time. So
Oh my god.
Sentry
Dude,
Ward.
the Sentry Ward change.
Decrease. Now have a stock limit, max limit of 10, starting capacity 4, replenish at 70 seconds.
So you can't just slam them down.
Yeah, okay. Well, I do feel like with
Wow.
how big the Sentry Ward radius is, it's not that big of a deal.
It's not, but I feel like
70 seconds.
yeah, I feel like this nerfs. I don't know if I like this. I feel like it nerfs worse players, but better players it probably doesn't change much.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like worse players are still gonna slam sentries down. No, like what they're doing at all, but whatever.
I think it is cool to have sentries be a resource that is like scarce though. I feel like sentries
Oh
for a
my.
long time haven't been like that. So the initial 10-minute stock now provides 2 tomes, one for the offlaner, one for the 4. Fuck 5, man. Now has
I
a
feel like
5-minute
that's-
use cooldown. Oh,
So this is basically give your supports level 6. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I hated having to decide that. Like, I actually did.
yeah. It was
Almost
pretty...
seems I'd feel like a bad guy. Like, hey man, I really need the tome. Sorry, my game's not
And
going.
also,
so well. It's like,
5
oh.
to 6 requires less levels. So, like, honestly, this is
true.
this is a huge buff to these level 6 spiking supports. Like, they seem like they're probably going to be pretty good. I have Scotty. Slow duration changed to static 3 seconds. Okay. Slow
This is
amount
more
reduced
melee, less on yeah. Oh, okay.
against melee, and it's better against ranged heroes. Attack speed slow. That's interesting that it works like that.
Wait. What? So it doesn't matter who's holding it.
No,
now.
it's against ranged heroes. Dude, I'm telling you,
That's really weird.
a lot of these changes are like when you look at the Observer Ward change, it costs less, which is good for supports, but then also it gives more gold, which is bad for supports if you're getting dewarded. And then Scotty, it's like it's better for ranged heroes, but it's better against ranged heroes now too. You know what I mean? So it's like it kind of stays the same to some degree. Helm Dom, 300 gold recipe.
That item is pretty strong, man.
Pipe, HP regen reduced. HP regen from mech also reduced. Guardian Greaves reduced. Threshold armor bonus from the passive reduced. Like, all of these things just straight up needed nerfs anyway. So.
Yeah, they're really OP. You stack auras right now, and you can actually run down most lineups if, like, especially in pubs when people don't know what they're doing, right?
You take 2 bad fights and you're done against, like, an aura lineup. They just take everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kill you, they sit there and regen while you're respawning, and then they fight you again, and it's like, oh, man.
Yeah. Mask of Madness, slight buff to movement speed. I don't think that's that great. Rod of Atos, stats reduced to basically you don't just get random stats now from it.
Yeah, I can see that. They do that on a lot of items randomly. They'll like remove the stats.
Yeah, because it's like, well, it's the active is good enough. You don't need to give these like random stats. Drums reduce mana regen. Vlad's mana regen. These are slight nerfs to those items. I think Vlad's is still good. I mean, I think all of these are still good, to be honest.
Yeah, I think all these items are still fine.
Wow, Wraithband absolutely dumpstered. God damn.
What attack speed?
Yeah, that's shit, man. We're done getting Wraithbands. Spirit
Vessel.
Heal reduction.
That's all those damage per second reduced from 5.
Still feel like it's pretty good, but
it's still you still are gonna use it for the same purposes, but I feel like it does nerf it all around.
It's a good all around nerf. Honestly, the fact that you just have like any damage dealing support pick it up and they're just killing people solo in the late game is kind of stupid. Like the fact that it does so much DPS, I think that needed a nerf, even though they just buffed that. Bloodstone stacking.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that too, though, because like I feel like when Vessel first came out, it was really broken, right? And they nerfed it hard, and then it kind of fell off again. People were just going like Urn and then random other items like Yules and Force.
Yeah.
But Vessel came back when they buffed it again, so I don't know what that means. We'll see, I guess.
Dumpster tier. Bloodstone. Fixed Bloodstone stacking in the mana regen amplification effect. Also dumpster tier, speaking of which, is Storm Spirit because of this change. Fuck that hero anyway, so. Hero changes. Abaddon, BAT, increased. Or the base attack speed, I should say, increased. Let's see. We're going to get into the scepters now. It's going to be so many scepters. Aghanim Scepter. When Borrowed Time is active, anytime an ally takes more than 525 damage within the 1600 range of Abaddon, an individual miscoil will automatically fire towards that ally. Alright, so he's just... So how much is miscoil? It's like 320 heal or something like that? So he's just...
well, there's a miscoil right below it, so you can just mouse over it.
Oh, true. Shit. Let's see. 255.
Looks like it's 255. Isn't there a talent
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's plus 60
it's right there
now,
below
though.
it.
It's plus 60.
Well, yeah. They really provided us all that information.
Yeah, they really did. So if you get an Aghanim Scepter, you're like healing people for like 320, something like that, every 525. So that's what... that kind of seems similar to what it did before, which was just static damage reduction. That's like 60% damage reduction, something like that. I guess you have to heal them, though. That seems pretty good. I don't know. That seems pretty solid, actually. Alchemist, Scepter upgrade.
You just have to think about, though, right? It's like when they added 25 talents, or just talents in general, everyone's like, oh my god, Crystal Maiden gets this, and it's like, Crystal Maiden level 25, question mark?
You have to actually get to the item.
I don't think that's going to happen.
If a hero's not a core, they're basically like never going to get to an Aghanim Scepter.
Right.
Unless it's like
this one's pretty
broken.
Huge, though, this next one.
You gain 30 damage and 6% spell amp for each scepter that you gave allies at any point in the game. At any point in the game. So that sounds like it's retroactive. So you just... Damn, that sounds nuts. that's just a straight buff to Alk, who's already pretty good.
Yeah, this is like an Ags patch or something. Apparently.
Yeah, because he just gave people Ags before. Like he even ate an Ags himself, even though it gave nothing, just because he wanted the stats, and Alk farms that quickly. Okay, Ancient Apparition. Icy Vortex. Mana cost reduced. Alright, cool.
Just 10 on all ranks. Yeah,
whatever. Ice Blast.
Ags is the same, clearly. They didn't do anything. I think this should have been taken out a while ago. This is like one of those old things that, like, why, I guess?
You could only see it on the minimap because it was, like, in
if they had True Sight.
It was a unit.
That's
it was
weird,
a unit
too.
in Warcraft 3.
Exactly.
So they just kept it, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Alright, Anti-Mage. Added Scepter upgrade. Mana Void now adds an additional 70 seconds to the highest cooldown ability on the enemy hero. What? Cooldown starts once the enemy respawns. Increases stun duration by 1 second. If the target dies during this period, is still counted as a Mana Void kill. Dude, alright, so what if you like Mana Void as Storm Spear? Does that mean you just can't static Remnant for like a minute?
Yeah, if it was on cooldown, yeah.
That sounds hilarious.
Wait. It doesn't say anything about it being on cooldown either.
Just the highest cooldown ability. You just Mana Void somebody and their highest cooldown ability is just gone. Dude.
So if you like Mana Void a less, which is like a common hero, he just can't edict for...
You just can't... Yeah. You just go fight in the next 70 seconds.
Is that even good, though? Because you're building an Axe for that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Before you built it for, like, the Reflect, right?
We'll have to see it in game, because maybe against, like, certain heroes, it's just... way too good.
Yeah,
Like
we'll see, I
you just
guess.
Ags ulti somebody and then you just take a fight and then Ags ulti them again and then take a fight and you just win the game off of one Ags ulti or some shit. I don't know. Maybe against specific heroes. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. Arc Warden, turn rate increased, fixed Tempest
That was
double, being
nice.
unable to activate runes. Cool, slight buff. Scepter upgrade. Rune Forge creates a random rune in front of you. What?
I mean, I guess. That sounds
Includes
interesting.
bounty and power up runes. Okay, so it kind of
Can
functions
his
like a Midas as well.
Wait, so can his ult use it too?
I would assume so. It would copy the Ags, so yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's pretty good. You could just spawn
Alright.
2 runes, try to get a DD. That seems legitimately pretty good.
The main reason why I think that's good is because the only time you'd be getting an Ags on a lot of these heroes would be late game, right?
Yeah, and Arc
And
Warden.
what are broken in late game is runes, so.
Yeah, Arc Warden's like.
And that is
perfect.
one of those heroes, yeah, that has like way too much gold at the end and like usually can't help his team, but now he can. I guess he can spawn bounties and like DDs and shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Axe.
Got a buff on his talents too a little bit.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did. A little bit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Damn, that spark
Yeah.
rate cooldown. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that shit's really annoying.
Ridiculous. Axe, base damage increased. I feel like he needed this. I feel like he needed the armor mostly. Like, that hero's so squishy in the lane, despite not supposed to be... Like, he's not supposed to be squishy, but he's really, really weak. So I think he
Oh
needed the
man, this
armor.
is a big buff to Manly Axe Picker.
Yeah, he's going to be huge in this game, or in this
Yeah.
in this patch. 400 AoE targetability. I think that's garbage still. I think that's not good.
I also think that's garbage still.
Battle Hunger gives half speed when used on creeps. Alright. I thought that it gave full speed. I thought that it gave full speed before. Is that a nerf? Is that saying he's nerfed in that respect or what? Because he could just Ags and then like Battle Hunger like 6 creeps?
I'm assuming that's what that is.
Okay, cool. That seems garbage. Bane. Brain Sap. Scepter also reduces the cast point by 50%. So it's still the old Scepter. I don't think it's that good.
Wait. So you get low cooldown and you get cast point. I mean, that's a huge buff.
I don't know. I feel like that hero doesn't ever get an Ags.
No, I'm saying like, do you remember the time when Bane was broken for a second? People were playing like core Bane and
Yeah.
hitting people in sleep
Yep.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Like with the
I
attack
mean-
speed thing.
I'm just saying, I think it could happen now. Like, right, if you're playing with like an Elk or something, I think it's actually okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't think you're rushing. I don't think you're getting an Axe.
Yeah,
on
I don't
Bane,
think it's
but-
like an Ags rush sort of thing. I think a lot of people would look at this and be like, "Oh my god, you have to go Ags first on Bane," sort of thing. And it's like, well,
No, yeah.
I don't think so. So Bat Rider,
sure.
Firefly nerfed a little bit in the early game. People were maxing it, so that's not really a huge nerf, but definitely,
Yeah, I don't think that changes
needed.
much.
Definitely needed. Flaming Lasso, secondary search radius on the Ags. All right, that like does nothing. Nobody even built a fucking Ags on the hero.
Jenkins,
What up?
Donnie wants us to look at Discord, I guess.
Okay. Are you recording a patch analysis? All right, I'll get him in.
Oh, he wants in too?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we
Uh,
catch him up, or are we just
let
gonna
me-
keep going?
Let me link the Discord. So 2258.
Okay.
That's. Let me invite him. Oops. He was in a game, I think.
Yo,
What up, dog?
Hey, man.
We're on Beastmaster.
are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay.
2238. So we can like cut back in at any time. I can just edit it. It's no problem.
I was gonna say you gotta work your magic.
Yeah, I'll work my magic.
Okay.
Okay. So are you good to go, Donnie?
You're on Beast?
We're on Beastmaster. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't looked at anything else yet. I was outside gardening and shit. So.
That's pretty adult. Some adult shit going on there, but I don't know. I don't care. Adults are.
This one might actually be good.
All right, one sec.
Yeah. I know.
Whoa, they have no cooldown. Holy shit.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
that's
good.
crazy.
Wild Axes no longer have a cooldown and can be used again once they've returned to Beastmaster. All right, that actually seems pretty good.
Yeah, you turn into some like, I don't know, like Skyrath
melee
kind of.
range? Just like throw them over and over at super close range when you're meleeing people?
If they're roared, yeah, I feel like you just burn all your mana, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like
and
that's actually.
they even
OP.
changed. They even switched the talent so that at 20 he gets the old Axes damage again.
I feel like that's when he would like get nags anyway. So
Yeah, that actually seems really good because it stacks up the. I mean, it obviously gives you the percentage damage increase every time, so it's like that makes it so that your units do more and more damage too. and the axes do more and more damage. That seems really strong. I always feel like on Beastmaster, after I have Necrobook, like maybe bots in a blink, and some like
there's like no good item really.
Yeah, it's
that.
like you when you're in the late game and you want your like 4th, 5th item, it feels like there's nothing.
It's like Hex or
like, all right, I guess like
Blade or something.
Yeah, I'll get like a refresh. I'll get like a refresher BKB or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you don't really want a BKB. You want people to go on you. So
I think it's one of those ones you'd have to see, but I think that one has the most potential so far out of the ones we've read. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Other than maybe like the Alk, but that's not really a scepter upgrade. That's just a straight buff to Alk.
That's just Alk, yeah.
All right, Bloodseeker. Let's go, Donnie. What do you think about this one? Agi growth reduced, so trash can Agi growth. Bloodright mana cost reduced in the early levels, and now Rupture is lethal.
Ooh.
Yeah, the lethal is a big deal. The Bloodright is, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's going to allow you to harass pretty efficiently. Like 70 mana for pure damage is good.
What about?
I feel like a lot of people left that spell pretty low level too, so
yeah,
like more efficient.
The lethal thing is definitely really big though.
I know Rupture now does a shitload of damage. Like since they changed it so that it's not lethal, it does way more damage. It's just not lethal. So like this seems pretty good. Bloodseeker was already I think Bloodseeker had a pretty decent win rate in high level pubs.
Yeah, he wasn't being picked a lot, but he was like 56% or something like that, like 5% pick rate. I don't think the Agi really makes that big of a difference because you generally itemize for stats and armor on this hero, and like he has a talent for armor, and three Agi's not bad. It just used to be like higher, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has the attack speed from Thirst, so it's not like he loses attack speed really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it's not like
definitely
he
doesn't
really
change the
needs
hero.
it. Bounty Hunter.
I think it's cool though.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. But I think I'm excited to see these fucking nerfs, man. This hero's been way too good for too long. Janata, damage reduced by 10 at all levels.
10 damage less. That's not even really a nerf.
Shuriken Toss also increases cast range. Scepter increases the cast range to 800. That's
cool, I guess.
All right. Shuriken Toss damage to plus 125. Nobody was going for this Shuriken Toss.
Have you seen Ag's bounty before?
Doesn't it bounce twice?
Twice, yeah. Ag's bounty plus Grimstroke is insane.
It's unironically pretty good. I've seen it, yeah. It's like actually not bad.
That's interesting. I've never seen it before. Maybe it actually is pretty good then.
Yep.
Brewmaster, Thunderclap damage has been reduced by 10. And then it scales back to the same thing. Primal Split Scepter also grants Brewlings 100 plus movement speed. I don't feel like that's
legit.
I don't know. I feel like
people weren't getting Ags anyway, so I don't think it'll matter, but it does make Ags more appealing, I guess.
Yeah. I kind of feel like what the Ags did before was already kind of
I'm surprised Brewmaster didn't get changed more than this.
Yeah.
I thought he was maybe not like OP like Dro, but I think he's definitely up there.
Yeah,
especially in competitive. You look at teams, they like are getting dumpstered, but they have Brewmaster, and then randomly at level 6 they're running around taking group fights, Beast Coast, and winning. So
yeah, I mean he was one of the most contested picks for like the last couple of months, and he hasn't been. If anything, he's just gotten better, right? So.
Yep, people figured out how to play him as like a right-click scaling carry too. Yeah. With the talents.
Yeah, Brew's pretty good. It's weird though, because in pubs I feel like it's always useless. It's like super hit or miss. Speaking of hit or miss, Bristleback. Actually, I'll basically always miss. Base armor increased by 1. Warpath damage per stack increased slightly. He's gotten so many minor buffs over the past like few patches that I don't even know what to think about these.
I don't know.
Pretty good.
I feel like he's the same hero.
Yeah, pretty.
He'll always be some like cheesy guy, but the thing is, IO did come back, and you can heal now at full HP, which I feel
That's true. That's actually a really big deal.
IO Bristle is gonna be in competitive, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have to guess. I know it will be.
That's one of those.
Some team will run it, and then everyone will see it, and then from there it'll spread.
That's one of those combos that could be like both heroes could be complete garbage, and the combo would still be really good. It's like Gyro IO.
I do feel like with the prevalence of Nyx and Viper in the meta, though, it does kind of temper that a little bit.
True. The break, and you can also just characters him. Broodmother, base attack, speed increased slightly. We already saw that. Interesting. Wow. Scepter on Brood, 20
webs.
Spin webs. That's actually pretty nice. Like, I guess I don't know what. I guess you can consume it, so that would be pretty nice. It's just the slot issue for me.
I heard someone say that the Ags, you actually can just buy it for 2,000 gold and use it and you don't get the stats. Is that correct?
What?
It's
Wait.
not like you buy Ags plus 2,000 and then it removes the slot. You just buy 2,000, you get the Ags effect without the stats. Is that correct?
That sounds kind of nuts. I don't know.
I feel like that shouldn't be how it works, but I guess we'll see after this. We
Yeah.
can go like test it or something.
Yep. I think this is broken, actually, now that I see it removes the movement speed limit. I think this is, like, ridiculous and mandatory on Broodmother. 20
Yeah, it's
webs?
all-
That's the
Scepter-
entire map.
Scepter can now be consumed as a buff by purchasing a 2,000 gold recipe upgrade. Scepter buffs do not grant secondary stat bonuses. So you buy the Ags and then you buy a 2,000 gold recipe and then it just applies it and takes.
That's what I thought. Someone said you can just buy it for 2,000 gold. I feel like that has to be.
That's
No, there's no
that
way.
sounds
that you
way
can just
too
buy it
good.
for less and have it. Have
Yeah,
better
that seems OP.
effect.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have the. Yeah, okay.
No
I
way.
thought so. That sounded
Centaur.
too good to be true.
Slight armor buff, slight talent buff. Who cares? The hero's still pretty good. Chaos Knight, strength gain
No,
reduced.
my boy.
Huh. They're reducing a lot of stat gains, it seems. Chaos
Yeah.
Bolt, minimum damage increased at the early levels. Maximum damage also increased in the later levels, but not the early levels. Interesting. Minimum stun increased in the early levels, and maximum stun also increased at the early levels.
Huh.
This is so confusing to read because it's Chaos Knight. Chaos Bolt cooldown increased pretty significantly. So Chaos Bolt is a little bit better. His strength gain is a little bit worse.
I feel like they're making him slowly more chaotic or less chaotic compared to like say Warcraft 3, where everything was
Yeah.
super random. You have a chance to
So
hit for like
random.
10 times damage or whatever. All these random things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was so chaotic, but now they're slowly making him a real hero.
cool.
Yeah.
These are just
Yeah.
so like I don't know. These are. I don't think this changes anything. Phantasm reduces
No, it
the
doesn't.
scepter damage. I also think that just doesn't change anything. This
I
Chaos
mean, you're
Knight's-
gonna buy Scepter 100%
Uh,
time in like the super late game, but
I think that's actually pretty good. I saw people running 4CK for a sec when it first came out and rushing Ags. I think it was VP who did it.
yeah, put
I'm
it
not
on
gonna lie,
Terrorblade
that,
or something
that
like that.
change, I
Terrorblade
could
Luna.
actually see that. Yeah.
Dude, Terrorblade Luna, one of those two heroes would be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
with
they did it with
Phantasm.
Terrorblade, and it was disgusting. They pushed at like 20 minutes. He literally had brown boots Ags, and
Yeah.
they just killed their base, and like, it was disturbing actually.
I still feel like that's just already good though, and this is just like.
I mean, I don't think
this
this will change pubs at all.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
get me wrong. I think this is like, there's potential for a cheese strat here. Is
Yeah.
what they just did. I think.
Chen, Holy Persuasion now gives bonus movement speed to converted creeps.
Oh, thank God.
That's
man. I don't know if
pretty
you guys
cool.
actually play Chen, but
He's slow.
dude.
He's so slow.
I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it so much.
Like slow gameplay wise, I mean, because the creeps are so fucking slow.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. It sucks that you can't get good creeps still though with that first.
I guess, yeah.
Divine Favor is now a passive aura, provides HP regen,
Interesting.
heal amplification, and bonus damage for heroes, and your creeps get 2x values. That
Huh.
seems pretty good.
I feel like that makes
yeah.
him more like old Chen, less of this like stand there and buff your boys.
Yeah.
So it's
So you're
only
probably
your
not-
creeps that get the 2x damage values, but I mean, dude, you just get like a bunch
it's
of
pretty cool.
catapults. That's pretty good.
You can't convert catapults anymore. They nerfed that.
Oh shit,
did.
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
You can't do anything to catapults anymore.
Catapults are just
okay.
immune.
Wait, you can't even Midas them?
I don't think
you
so.
could.
Since you can't convert them,
I think
so
you
I'm
could. I
assuming.
think you could probably Midas them. I think you could probably
Maybe.
Midas
I
them.
just know convert usually refers to Eidolons and Midas, so
Convert to
Right.
gold.
you never know. What?
Like convert to gold sort of thing.
Yeah.
Level 15 talent change to define favor damage. I have no idea how this is gonna pan out. The numbers on this
Yeah.
might just be too low. Like it's actually possible that it just sucks because the numbers are too low, or it might be too good.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you have to be careful. If you make it too high, you get like when Monkey King first came out, but then if you
Jesus
put it too low, you
Christ,
get some
that
hero
was-
that never gets picked.
Yeah, I mean a passive,
hard.
dude, a passive 26 bonus damage to everybody around you, and then a passive 52
Yeah,
bonus damage to all of your creeps is pretty ridiculous.
it is ridiculous for sure, especially if
only-
you get like an Axe and stuff.
If
I think
only you could get
this
catapults.
just turns Chen into more of an old Chen style, which I'm glad they did because I feel like Chen is not. Like, he turned into some hero that is like, wait, what? This isn't.
It's
Chen.
just like
You know what I
another,
mean?
like any other hero. Like why have Chen in the game if he's not doing the
Exactly, right?
specific unique Chen things? Yeah, I like this.
It's like
too.
so he's just the worst Abaddon. Okay, he's
He
like
still has
Exactly.
the teleport though, right?
Exactly. Now
Yeah,
he's a
yeah, yeah.
teleport. Yeah, he's just like a coddle Chen now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Clinks Base mana regen. Alright, pretty cool. Definitely needs mana regen. Added scepter upgrade. Creates 2 skeletons near clinks when exiting Windwalk.
What the?
Increases
Wait, what?
Windwalk speed by 30% and unlocks max movement speed. What the fuck are they doing with this movement speed shit, dude? Everything's
know.
unlocking max move speed now. What on earth?
We're gonna have so many memes. Everybody's just gonna be buying like drums.
Dude,
mules,
Bloodseeker's a
SNY.
god. Bloodseeker's a god in this
Right,
patch.
people were crying about how supports are like becoming like these scaling like cores pretty much, but now all these cores are getting like these really fast movement speed shit. They're just chasing down supports again. Oh man, it's like playing
Everybody's
at
just
Stormsphere back in the day.
yeah, everybody's just Weaver.
It
like,
feels
with
so bad being a
ads.
support for shit like that. Oh my god, I hate it.
Alright, Burning Army, BAT, changed so that it's 1.6 at all levels. Cool. Burning Army units damage from 100% to 80, 100, 120%.
I like that change actually.
That's pretty cool. I mean, technically speaking, it's doing roughly the same damage at max level and less in the early level and more in the mid game. It's
Yeah.
pretty,
I think it's more like, are you really standing in a burning army getting hit a bunch? I'd rather it hit harder and hit less
True.
than to hit more.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's overall more useful that way.
It also
So I think, let's be real, Clinks isn't that good.
yeah,
So
No.
he's not that
some
great.
buff like that is.
It's not like
It's
you
really
really
helpful.
play around the Burning Army anyway. You just kind of play.
Yeah,
it
you
normally.
usually use it as like some sort of solo kill, right? It's only gonna hit a few times. That's like what you count it for. So
Yeah.
Right.
I like that change.
Oh, they're getting away from me. I'm in a Burning Army to get like the last 2 hits on somebody.
Yeah, and then you add Scepter and your Invis Clinks run at them.
Searing arrows damage reduced on the talent. Alright, probably necessary because this guy.
I think this is probably the biggest one on the next one. Clockwork base armor increased by 1.
That's
It's pretty much
pretty
like
huge.
unkillable now.
I don't understand how you're supposed to kill this fucking guy.
Probably top tier.
Yeah, that's a S tier hero. Crystal Maiden, BAT improved, so it's 0.45.
and base attack speed
base
is.
attack
Oh, she got
speed.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They
she's
tricked us
gonna
with
be
the
like an
dragon.
oracle in the lane.
Dude, you just get
Dude, that's
like
kind
a
of cool actually.
yeah, you just get damage items and CM and just
Too bad she
slam
still
people.
runs at like what is it, like 280 something or something? She's so slow.
Let's just call it what it is. She doesn't move at all.
Yeah, it really doesn't. All right.
Dixir, strength reduced slightly. Oh, slight Darkseer buffs. Who would have thought? It's almost as if they do this literally every patch. 20 talent change to 100 Iron Shell damage. 20 talent change to plus 10 armor. Wow, those are kind of like awful talents. I guess Iron Shell damage is pretty good, but the AoE
They got rid
surge
of
was
AoE
nuts.
surge, which is good. They put AoE
That's
surge
good.
at 25.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I feel like
mean,
that was more of a 25 talent anyway.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
kind of
so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
people definitely underrated it to start, but it's so fucking good. With like ODs and Ursas and stuff on
Yeah,
your team.
you
it's just
can't run
nuts.
away.
It's
If
just nuts.
Terrorblade-
Dude, watching competitive games too, people would pick like Svens and shit, and you just see like their entire team running behind a Sven who's already running fast. It's like, oh, this is gross.
Yeah.
Dark Willow added scepter upgrade. Attacking no longer takes you out of Shadow Realm. Each attack still has bonus
What?
damage based
What?
on the duration of the buff, and she has an attack speed talent at level
What?
25.
That actually is good.
Oh my god. Okay, but she does
feel like
not
that hero
have the
had-
20 talent anymore for the damage, the Shadow Realm damage.
I guess, but she had really awkward like itemization problems anyway. Like usually you build like like a Yule's to like set up your things, or like
Yule's
build a
blink.
Hex, because Hex is just good, right? There's no
Right.
like, let's be real, it's not like, oh my god, Hex synergizes so well with Dark Willows.
Yeah,
Not really. It was just a good item, and she didn't have much to build. You get like Aeon Disc so you can't die and stuff. But now you
Okay.
can just be a little tanky with Scepter and go ham.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
you
cool.
get for 5 seconds you get the Shadow Realm bonus damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with 200
You just get
attack
max
speed,
damage. Is that how it works? You just get 360 for every right click for 5 seconds.
I
Oh no,
think
it says
so.
each attack still has bonus damage based on the duration of the buff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, so it scales upwards. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
But it's still, I'm
pretty
sure
good,
it's still
yeah.
so much damage.
Yeah.
And she also has a gold talent that was increased to 120 at 15, so
Ooh.
she'll be able to get the eggs pretty easily if she gets some levels. And as a 4 and
Yeah.
3 hero, like I think she will get levels.
Yeah,
And
late
like I
game
said,
she's gonna be
She
insane.
really didn't have much to build. Like I remember building like Midas and shit on this hero, and like I could be any hero going Midas and Hex. You know what I mean? It really didn't feel like I was like, oh my god, this is so good on Dark Willow. I was like,
That's how
Good
I feel
items.
about Beastmaster too. Is like the eggs make sense for him because you're just like, I guess I'll get a hex now.
yep.
What's just good? Shallow Grave, Dazzle, Scepter, Radius increased. I still think that's dog tier.
Yeah, definitely Doctor.
Dude, what?
Death
This
Prophets.
Death Prophet Scepter?
Anytime an enemy is
That's-
affected by your spells, when you attack an enemy, a ghost will fly out and hit the enemy for double the usual damage, then return to you with life.
What?
And
These
it
ghosts
applies
apply
100% slow.
0.3 seconds.
Cool.
So you just slam your buttons.
Yeah.
the
You
ghost
just like
though.
permanently echo saber people. What the fuck?
But the ghost, the thing is, the ghost, it's the ghost damage. I think it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
it
like
is.
the
It is.
spell damage or something. But I mean,
I'm
that's
just
still
thinking
pretty
about
good.
the slow being the main thing. Like,
Yeah. That's another hero who just like has kind of itemization issues and just wants to build into tanky stuff.
I remember in like late Han, early Dota, when DP like first got into Dota, everyone used to joke that like if DP got an axe, it's like the only way she could get stronger because she was like so good back then. And there it is.
There we go. And
She
the
actually
cast
got
point
one.
was reduced as well on the Crypt Storm, so
Yeah.
that'll help out.
I
When
mean,
you
I
get
thought
that
DP was
Wicked
kind of
Axe.
coming back to begin with,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, she
seems
was.
like in competitive a decent amount.
Yep.
Disruptor talent change. 4-second cool minus cool. 4-second minus
Alright.
cooldown on the 15 talent. That's pretty. I mean, that hero like never gets huge changes. He's just kind of always pretty good.
Yeah, I feel
Oh,
like he's
wow.
one of those heroes that if you buff him too much, he's ridiculously good. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Glimpse is such a strong ability, and then his ult with Ags.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't change it or
AoE
anything. 'Cause I
Doom,
feel
it's
like
nuts.
it's already so good.
Yep.
Yeah. Doom Devour now has a creep level limit. Oh, that kind of is a big nerf to Doom.
Yeah, I was actually thinking they were gonna do this to Dro with like the her ult proc.
Oh yeah.
Someone's asking me like, how do you nerf Doom and Dro? They're so broken right now. I was like, I feel like you just give them the creep limit like you do with Chen, and
Yeah.
these heroes actually become pretty balanced. So
Yeah, because honestly, like one of the most annoying things with Doom is the fact that all the big creeps are so strong. I guess
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal
Yeah.
because you max the Devour anyway a lot of the time. So I
Right.
don't know. It's
Well,
still
yeah.
it's
Now
still
you basically have to, otherwise you're gonna be stuck with like.
if anything,
dog
I
shit
feel like
abilities.
this is a bigger nerf to like lower level pubs, because in like higher level pubs and in like competitive, people usually will like block hard camps like religiously against Doom.
Right.
So
yeah, and Doom's just
This
kind of
isn't-
eat
I don't think
creeps
this is
on
a
the wave.
huge change, but I do think it hurts.
How do you
Sure.
nerf Doom? Bring back level death.
Oh my,
Level Death was pretty good actually. People are using it right before it got changed.
that's true.
Talents,
Oh, well.
130% cleave to 175%.
They
Why?
really want people to take it.
Why?
Such
do
a
they-
meme.
Or they buff talents that like don't get picked at all.
Yeah.
So they just really want someone to pick it, I guess, before
Yeah.
they scrap it entirely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, I still
Yeah.
don't.
His attack speed is so trash all the time. You like never buy attack speed items either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to use that. Dragonite added scepter upgrade, added a 4th level to Elder Dragon form, a black dragon. That's cool that they tell you like the color. It's like an
Yeah.
epic blue dragon. cool, Val. That's epic.
I'm
Gaining
gonna go look at it.
gaining
I bet you
scepter
that Mortal broke.
increases.
I'm sure they didn't update that. Let's be real. We're speaking of Valve. here.
Yeah, for
True,
sure.
true. Gaining scepter
All of the
increases the,
dragon
level
forms.
of your ultimate by 1. Black dragon has 50% more corrosive damage, splash damage, and slow mount. Also increases your attack range to 600 and grants you 30% magic resist. That's
Huh.
pretty cool.
I'm not sure how good that is. I'd have to like see it. I don't know how practical
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
but 50% more splash and slow alone sounds pretty nice.
That sounds pretty good because the splash is already. I think it's like, isn't it just 75% every? So when you gain damage, like you do more damage to the people that are getting splashed to, if I recall.
Splash is 115 damage. Wait, what? Is that correct?
115%? Are you
Splash
sure?
attacks damage all enemies in a 300 radius for 75, 115 with corrosive breath. Oh, it's showing. Oh no, okay, it's 115 with the axe. They already updated it.
Okay,
I see,
cool,
I see.
cool.
I don't know
Okay.
why they say 75/75 as if it's changing every rank, but yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Whatever.
Draw Ranger. Fuck this hero. Marksmanship. No one instantly kills ancients.
Thank
All
you.
right. She's dog tier, right? Marksmanship now
No.
only pierces base
Oh.
armor and not total armor.
Okay.
I mean, that's definitely
Wow.
a big nerf, but she still has the attack speed aura for your creeps and catapults and
I don't know.
teammates.
I think
and
she's
so
dog
does-
tier. I think
I mean,
these were
think
the things that
she'll
made her
Be
too-
top tier. I don't think she's Dro tier. She was on her own tier. Let's
like
be real.
she. I
Yeah.
don't think she's first phase anymore.
No.
Probably not. But you can still make strats around her if you want a first phaser for like really high tier teams or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Elder Titan reworked scepter upgrade. Echo Stomp now causes you to be spell immune while channeling. Oh my god! And for 2 seconds additional per affected enemy hero.
I don't like it, but I don't know. Maybe it's good. I guess you don't have to go BKB, but then
Dude, there's gonna be so many random Aghanim scepters in games where you're just gonna see some guy like explode into two of himself and be like, what the fuck is like Ember Spirit just creates like a fire volcano. It's like what's fucking going on here? You know, it's gonna be so confusing playing Dota for a while. Like they're not gonna be good. They're just gonna be confusing. You're gonna walk into a volcano and instantly die or something. All right, Ember.
What?
Added scepter upgrade. Fire Remnant cast range is 3 times longer, and the initial Remnant movement speed is 2 times faster. Maximum number of charges 3 to 5.
Cost no mana.
Cost
What?
no mana?
Yeah.
All right.
So he has like time walk now, basically.
Dude, that makes him so hard to catch, like legitimately. I feel like with all the
What the
movement
fuck?
speed and mobility shit they're giving people, like hexes, any like disable is gonna be so good.
I feel like you're gonna actually see caster embers now.
Yeah.
Like for sure. Like some Kayas and Dagons and Hexes and shit. I'm sure Shivas and all that Radiance stuff
Dude,
is still good.
I feel like that was all probably pretty good on him before, just because.
It was.
Yeah.
I saw Sumail do it like pretty regularly actually.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
Ember's gonna be nuts. Ember's gonna be nuts, and it's not like he can't farm the Ags either. Of course he can.
No, of course, yep.
Faceless
I'm sure the
Void.
Maelstrom shirt's still good to build into, and then yeah, you just go Axe.
Oh yeah, like Maelstrom for farming in early game, and then just some eventual Ags. Faceless Void, strength gain increased. Definitely need some buffs. That hero sucks. 10 talent,
Yeah.
strength increased. 15 talent.
A little
time
baby
while
buffs
cooldown,
all
yeah,
over.
little
Those are
baby
Okay.
buffs.
pretty tiny buffs.
45 moves. Or
I feel like
45
he's the same
speed.
hero. You pick some all in, like throw stuff in a Chronosphere. Besides that, you don't
Phoenix
pick him.
Void sort of scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about it.
Grimstroke. Added scepter upgrade grants you a new ability, Dark Portrait. Creates an ink illusion of a target enemy hero. Illusion adds 20 seconds and is magic immune at 30% movement speed. Takes 200% incoming damage and deals 150% outgoing damage. Cooldown 35. Mana cost 200.
So it's replicate. It's like the old replicate from Morphling, except you can't teleport to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a magic immune 30% movement speed replicate though. That actually seems pretty good.
Super good against like anti-mage and Morphling in the late game.
You just
Medusa, Terrorblade.
steal their carry.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Inkswall is now castable in spell immune units. Cool. That sounds pretty good. Good for the Svens and shit that just kind of blink in and go ham. Gyrocopter, base attack speed increased slightly.
Wait, one sec. So with the Grimstroke thing, can you make 2 of them?
Creates an illusion of... It lasts 20
Like if you-
seconds. Why would you
Like
be
if you ulted someone, I mean, with your.
Oh, shit. Good
You'd get 2
call.
of them, right?
Probably,
Good
right?
call,
I'm
yeah.
saying that's the point of it, right? You get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's OP.
that's
So
crazy.
that sounds really good.
That sounds really good.
Magic immune.
Dude,
you
they're
get
magic
their mid
immune.
and their carry, and they
Dude.
just annihilate.
Yeah,
their
they're
whole team.
magic immune. They have 30% movement speed, and they're already slowed and silenced. Like, you're actually just
Yeah.
gonna just destroy 2 people.
It deals 150% outgoing damage. You do it on a
Yeah,
Medusa,
he's
and
like-
your entire team dies.
He's actually an anti-carry.
Yeah.
Great, good. I'm glad. I'm sick of these Drows and Medusas and shit. I'd love to see more anti-carries. Huskar. Base armor increased by 1. Small buff.
Unkillable.
Cool. Berserker's Blood regen has been increased slightly. Inner
He
fire
probably needed that.
cooldown
Let's be real.
reduced. Yeah, he's been kind of dog tier for a while. Well, he's okay. He's a good.
I mean, I hate that
literally
hero, but
last
he's
pick hero.
definitely
Spirit
fallen
Vessel
off of
just has been so good.
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
popular.
So slight buffs. Invoker base damage increased by 3. I believe they gave him
Nice.
base damage before too. So Exhort attack damage per instance has been reduced.
I feel like
at the
they've done
early
this
levels.
before.
They've done
Yeah.
this before. Yeah, they're basically making Quas Wex a little better and early Exhort a little. Like no matter what Invoker you go, you're gonna have a little more base damage. Talents.
Alright, I guess.
Level 10 changed to plus 40 damage. I don't feel like the Chaos Meteor contact damage is good at all. But the
No.
other one just like okay, Ghost Walk cooldown. I don't feel like that's great either.
No, Ghostwall cooldown's amazing. Have you tried it?
Is it? What does it make the
Yes.
cooldown?
I mean, it makes it. Let me go look. I'm pretty sure it's really fucking low.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like
wait,
permanent
where is this? How do
uptime
I-
for sure.
Well, you have permanent uptime before.
Alright, well, I don't know how to get to this. Invoker's page is not very updated in game. They don't do a very good job at that, but I want to say it's something like 20 seconds, isn't it?
How do I?
Here,
I'm
I'll
sure
just
there's a way
pull
that
it
you
up.
can.
Or 15 or something? 15,
Okay,
12?
you're right. Invoker's page is definitely not good to navigate.
I feel like it's 15, if I recall.
That's pretty cool.
Someone in my chat saying it's 15.
Yeah, that's
Pretty sure it's 15.
that's legit. But
Yeah.
then again, That's not the talent that's changed. It's 40. It's 40.
Oh, of course. That's what I'm
combat
saying. Is,
damage.
if anything, I don't think they're gonna.
Alacrity damage.
All the good invokers I see getting that. So.
So they just buffed the talents so people aren't going again, and gave
Yeah,
invokers a
basically.
slight buff.
They want people to try to get more options.
Io added to captain's mode. Finally, added a scepter upgrade. Spirits now spawn passively around you constantly every second. That sounds pretty cool.
Wait, what?
That sounds
So you
good.
don't have
That
to
sounds
press
like a
anything?
lot of damage.
That is actually pretty cool. The only thing about that is, I found when I was playing IO in competitive, the counter to IO is usually jumping him, right? And he's gonna be trying to sit out a fog, like protecting his, his cores once they get jumped. So you don't want to be like already attached. So
Yeah.
when you press spirits, you're kind of giving yourself away, right? So I feel like Ags is kind of like, hey, I'm over here. I don't know.
True. That's true.
I feel like it's not that good, but we'll see.
Tether can now, pull can be interrupted if you're so like the tether
my
from
God.
far away.
That's pretty bad.
I mean that's good.
That is really bad.
I hate
but-
whatever. I mean Io's probably the best hero in Dota still. So
That's what I was gonna say. He's getting added to captains. They have to
Yeah.
do something. I have to see. I haven't played him in a long time, but I heard he's still like.
I feel like that
absurdly
should be interrupted anyway. It really feels like when when you stun him and he's just jumping away from you. Anyway, it just doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel like it makes any sense.
No.
Jakiro, liquid fire ability effect still impacts the area when the target dies. Super minor buff. Keeper of the light. Scepter now causes illuminate to not require channeling. Cool. So that's basically back to what it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chakra magic
okay.
can now be cast on enemies, placing a debuff that drains. No! No, they removed it.
They brought it back. Oh my
No,
god.
I'm so upset. I don't want to lane against this guy as an off laner.
Oh
Dude,
god.
So you
not-
can do both. So I feel like 5 coddle is pretty OP.
Really good, right?
Dude.
Because you're already kind of maxing that and kind of getting like synergizing people. Now you can just kind of throw in a 5 coddle and just be cancer.
Oh my god.
Alright, I just want to move past this. Legion Commander, base armor
have
increased
fun
by-
in the off lane, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah, I'm actually just done with Dota. I'm
Well,
done.
Team Liquid's gonna have a nice 4 to play with now. That's
Yeah,
cool.
for
I'm
real.
going to League of Legends. Legion
Alright.
Commander, base armor increased by 1.
Unkillable
Yeah,
again.
hero
Oh my
just
God.
can't be. I don't know how the hell you can lane against Legion
This is
Commander
too much.
unless you have a coddle. Like, Lich now has 0.75 base mana regen. That is, I mean, pretty cool. I mean, he can spam. He likes to spam his stuff. He definitely needed the mana regen as soon as they buffed him with the new spells, but they made the
Yeah.
spells bad because he was too good. So this is something that was needed.
Do
Lena,
all heroes just have 0 base normally? Is that how it works?
I thought all heroes had 0.25, but they said specifically that Clinkz has 0.25, so maybe it's 0.5 or something like that. Oh no, sorry. All heroes have 0, and you get it from your int. That's where
Right. So I'm pretty sure it's like just an all-around bonus, right?
Yeah,
Say this.
so it's just a
Yeah.
bonus for Lich. All heroes have 0.
It was a
Now-
little confusing when I looked at it first, and then I was like, "There's no way they're nerfing these heroes. They're already like."
Right.
not
No
that
way,
good, so-
no way. No, it's because that the int where they changed it to 0 on all heroes and then gave everybody like bonuses from int.
Right.
That was relatively. I think that's 7.20. They did that, or maybe the patch like right before it. Lena, strength gain increased slightly. That hero was already good, so she's pretty nice.
Turn rate improved. That's actually
That's
really.
a pretty big deal,
She's
yeah.
so slow at turning. Actually, it's really annoying.
Yeah, I remember when they did that to Storm. The hero actually became like pretty fucking OP for a while.
Yeah.
It's like so minor, but actually matters a lot.
Lion, finger of death per kill to 40.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't make any difference at all.
Yeah,
Lone
who
Druid,
cares?
strength gain increased, making the bear a little bit tankier. Well, the main
Ooh.
bear.
Yeah, and then they gave
health.
True Form more HP too. Okay.
True health from form bonus.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
look at
know
this
how to-
Lycan one?
No. We're still in the 100. Luna base damage increased slightly.
That's actually pretty nice.
I think Luna as a support and as a offlaner is actually pretty good, in my opinion.
It is.
I think yeah.
Maxing
I've
the
played
aura.
for Luna a lot actually.
I think it's good. Lycan added scepter upgrade causes one of the 3 creep waves to include 2 wolves. You cannot control the wolves, but they're considered your units. The wolves have the exact same movement speed as the lane creeps. What? I don't know if
This is
that's
a
very
really
good.
big buff to Eternal Envy. Now you can sit in base and be a support Lycan way better. This
That-
I
is
just
really-
don't. I just
sounds-
don't understand.
That
Is
sounds
it every
awful.
wave?
That sounds-
Every wave, there's 2 wolves in it. I don't get it.
I don't know. That doesn't.
I guess.
That does not sound that good in my opinion.
One of the 3 waves, so it's just a random lane just
What?
gets 2 wolves. All right.
I don't know. That doesn't sound that good. I guess
I'm sure
your
this
wolf
isn't good, but it's funny.
It's
I
just
don't know.
straight memes, is what it is.
talents,
Yeah, for
a
sure.
little bit of HP regen.
I feel like the way they're gonna buff this is they're gonna randomly start adding it to each wave, like 2 lanes, and they're like, all right, people start building it. Let's just add it to every wave.
My God, then it would be good. Magnus.
Are they gonna be invis and stuff too?
I mean, I would assume so. It's just your wolves.
So weird, dude.
All right, I guess.
Magnus, strength, base strength increased slightly. Cool, more HP,
Thank God,
more
that hero
damage.
sucks.
Yeah, he's garbage. Shockwave Scepter, which nobody picks up. Max range increased to 2,000.
So Magnus is the same hero. He's really niche.
He
Only
does
certain teams
exactly
play
the same
it.
thing. Mars.
stylish, but-
Added to Captain's Mode. Oh boy. Base damage reduced by 4. Base armor reduced by 1. Added Scepter upgrade. God's Rebuke now is a 1.4 second cooldown during Arena Blood.
Oh no.
Wow.
That sounds pretty good. That makes him way more
Does
of a
sound
core.
pretty good. I feel
If you
like
build
I see a
that.
lot of Mars do similar things that we were talking about earlier, where like they'd build certain items like Vlad's drums and Blink and stuff, and then they'd kind of have nothing to do. Am I wrong? I don't actually play.
No,
Mars,
you're
but
right
it's
about
something-
that. I've been feeling that all week.
They just kind of have random items to get, so maybe Ags will be a core item. Who knows?
I mean, 1.4 second on your massive AoE crit is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
It is.
pretty good. The damage from his ulti has been reduced a little bit, which is necessary in
God.
the early levels. Honestly, just being able to one-hit somebody with that is dumb. The cast point has been increased, which is good because you can just blink in ulti and then stun like a storm and he can't get away, which doesn't make sense because none of your shit is like instant, so well, it's not supposed to be. Talents, a little bit less damage because now you have a 1.4 second God's Rebuke.
All
So
right.
Medusa, agi gain reduced slightly.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Yeah, I hate this hero. Talents.
15 talent got nerfed slightly. Even if it's a little bit, man, I'll take
Dude,
it. Reduce
5
by 1%, I'll be happy.
5% of your total mana is quite a lot. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like this
Oh,
guy
yeah, it is.
throws a snake at you on Pudge, and you can't hook or dismember. Like you literally can't do either.
Real quick note, did you notice the Magnus things that starting strength increased by 2? Do they have multiple people writing these? Like, there's no consistency throughout this thing. There's like some say base, some say
Hey
starting.
man,
It's really
don't criticize Valve, okay? Meepo,
Alright.
base damage increased by 2. Level 10 talent, slightly more strength, slightly more damage at level 10, slightly more evasion. Meepo was pretty good
Throughout
before.
4
And he's,
meeples or whatever, so
yeah, he's pretty good
Alright.
again. Still.
Ink Dota's on the rise. Let's go.
He really is. Have you seen his MMR? Attack
he
point
is.
on Marana increased, so she's doing a little bit better there. Base attack speed also increased.
I've done that to a bunch of heroes, actually.
Yeah, they listed all of them at the top. Starstorm, Scepter, sucks still. Any thoughts? Any thoughts,
Yeah,
guys?
you're right.
Monkey King added Scepter upgrade. Spawns a monkey soldier near
Dude, what?
every 3.5 seconds. These soldiers last 12 seconds. Soldiers do not spawn if you are invisible or on trees. These soldiers can attack any target. However, they will not attack buildings if you're not within 500 range of them.
Wait,
So-
what? They say that as if like we expect the monkey soldiers to attack buildings, so they can attack buildings.
Yeah, I guess so. So he's
But
just
they won't. You can't split push them by running away. You have to be near the monkey soldier.
So 3.5 seconds, 12 seconds. So
What?
he's walking around with like 3 or 4 monkey soldiers at a time. Just chill.
Yeah, just running around like.
I feel like, you know, as the Monkey King, it is weird to me that there are no monkeys
It
following
makes
him
sense.
around. It
That
makes
is true.
sense.
Yeah, but
So when it
this
says
dude-
monkey soldiers, and like his ults are like are these new monkey soldiers?
I
They
think
say
it's-
as if I know these monkey soldiers. already.
yeah. It's
Dude,
like,
they're just adding all these uncontrollable units. They're like, all right, we didn't actually make auto chests. We just added a bunch of random auto chest
Dude,
mechanics
look how they
in
were-
Dota.
These soldiers can attack any target. Like who?
Yeah.
What? I don't know these soldiers.
a
Tell me who
monkey
these
soldier.
soldiers are.
Oh, a monkey soldier. All right. Cool. I totally get what that is. Oh, yeah. Monkey
Alright.
soldiers. They do 150 damage, have 1 point. Like, all right. Morphling. Adaptive strike. Damage reduced. Good. That hero's way too good. Infinite health is not
Yep.
fun to play against. Added Scepter upgrade. While morphed, you gain 35% cooldown reduction and 50% mana cost reduction,
huh.
600 cast range. That seems.
I feel like that's just some sort of like, what?
I mean,
Like a support upgrade or something? I don't fucking get it.
like you can consume ag, so eventually morph will get it, I guess, and stats are good, but
I mean, I guess it's just like hyper late game. You can throw on like a tombstone or something. I don't
Yeah.
fucking.
morph no
Dude.
longer dispels your hero. I don't know why it
I'm
did that. in
testing the
first
Monkey
place.
King thing.
Yeah,
Is
what
it
about
cool?
it?
You just like poop out these little soldiers that stand there and then attack the nearest target. It's like uncontrollable
follow you?
illusion. No,
Or do
they
they-
just they
oh.
stand there until there's something in aggro range and then they run towards
So
it.
it's like your ults.
Cool.
They just drop a random one.
Yeah.
That's so weird. All right, this one's actually the most important for Morph. Morph no longer dispels your hero.
Yeah,
I think
that
that
was-
shit was annoying.
That was very annoying. You'd like
He didn't need it. He
you'd
has
spirit
enough
vessel
going
him.
on for him.
You'd spirit vessel him and he'd just dispel it. Like, oh, okay, I guess
Yep.
that's how it works.
Or get rooted, and it's like, oh, he can't wait for. Just kidding. He has Morph up. He's out. Okay.
Yeah. Remember when every morph did that, dispelled it? That's so stupid.
Yep.
Nature's Prophet, base damage reduced by 2, much needed.
Necessary.
Nature's Call reduced as well, so he's
Very necessary.
basically doing like 10 less damage in the early game with Harass.
Yeah,
I still
that
think
hero
he's
was
gonna be good.
Annoying. Yeah, he's still
I-
good for sure.
Necrophos, wow, Necro was actually nerfed. 15 seconds, 25 seconds, 35 seconds on the Reaper Scythe respawn time. He's like
That's
a pub.
necessary, I'd say.
He's like a
I
pub
think he's
cancer
annoying.
hero. He's not super popular.
No,
and
he's pretty good.
competitive.
He's okay and competitive. People
He's
just.
okay.
Here's the thing, he's a niche, right? You pick him when you want some like lane dominator, and he's very good versus like the specific heroes that he beats. So, I think it's good. I like the change.
Unfortunate. I like that hero. Night Stalker added scepter
What?
upgrade. Void is now applied in a 900 AoE around you. Increases the Void mini stun from 0.1 to 0.6, and reduces cooldown by 2
Jesus.
seconds.
Ooh, that's cool.
That sounds really good.
So if it reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds, it makes it 6 seconds. And the mini stun.
Am I wrong in thinking that this might actually be core on like a core Night Stalker because you could just farm creep waves instantly with Void?
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Yeah,
It just gives you like easiest wave clear ever.
it would suck in the day though. I guess that's the only thing. is it?
Yeah.
It's true.
But Night Stalker is definitely one of those heroes where it is awkward building items. Like he's like an aura builder, phase boots, spirit vessel, I guess. Just these like random items. So eggs.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
always
seem
had
that bad.
Ags in his build like back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nyx Assassin. Base strength reduced by 1. Vendetta cooldown rescaled. Okay, so they nerfed it again. To basically
okay.
what it was before. So now he's not just perma Vendetta at level, almost perma Vendetta at level.
Yeah,
1.
even at level 1. So he's
Yeah.
back to old. Okay.
Yeah. 15 talent, reduced movement speed. It's too high in the first place.
Well,
I think
remember how you
he's-
used to always talk about the Marios in video games, Jenkins? Like the very basic guys who just kind of, they do their job. They're not great at anything, but they
Yeah,
like, that's Nyx. He's still there.
that's definitely Nyx. Oh, I keep.
If there's like a scale, he's like 5 out of 10 on everything. He's just chilling. Good job, Nyx.
Yeah, he's a pretty average hero. All right, Ogre. This is my best hero, so I hope this one's doing good. Ogre Magi multicast. That's a 2x chance increased to 75% from 70. All right, so you're basically guaranteed
Alright.
a 2x multicast. Fire blast damage at 25 increased to 300. Okay, so he's still dog tier.
He's
Omni
still
Knight.
ogre.
Yeah.
Guardian Angel now also
Alright.
provides 40 HP regen per second. Wow, to buildings.
Huh.
Uh,
Pretty good.
with the Aghanim
That is
Scepter,
really good,
goes to
actually.
buildings.
Oh, that's just Ags. Okay.
Yeah.
Eh,
I mean, it's.
I don't know. I don't really like Omni as a hero, so maybe that's cool or something, but
I definitely
wouldn't
think the
really have much
ability
of an
to,
opinion.
to heal buildings is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oracle, I think it's good. Oracle, base attack time increased to 1.7. So,
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Here.
Seriously.
level 20 talents, movement speed
what
to
the
45. I mean, whatever.
Wait, what? Is that what people were even getting? I feel like they were getting the false
They were
promise.
getting the
in this. Am I
invisibility,
wrong?
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
I
what they're figuring
don't
out those.
understand what.
The-
Why
the
is that
BAT
line of text even? Get that out of my face.
The BAT
Alright, let's
nerf
go.
is like the only thing that really.
Oh
is-
yeah,
is
that
any
dude.
effect.
I hated playing versus that hero. I got drag creeps. Most heroes, like I lose like 40%, 50%.
Oh, he kills you.
HP.
The amount of times I've seen him
Oracle
kill
kills me,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, he kills
I'm like, there's no
people.
way I die here. I say that on stream, then I die, and I feel really embarrassed because I'm like, holy shit, he actually killed me.
I see that in
That's
competitive
happened
all the
so
time
much.
too. Like Oracle killing people when they're cutting.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, these next few heroes are really scary.
Equilibrium now passively provides 32% mana steal on all damage when activated, triples the mana steal, and slows
Jesus Christ.
enemies hit by your spells.
Wait,
Okay.
that's not like an axe or anything.
no,
this is
no,
just
no.
him.
This is just
This is
OD.
just OD.
So you just wait. So you
Huh?
just monosteal every hit in lane?
All damage, not just spells, so even
What?
auto attacks.
So wait, I'm confused because this hero's not bad. Like this is one
He's
of the better
good.
mid laners.
I don't know what's going on.
Why is it
did
just
they do
sounds-
this?
straight buffed?
Really overpowered.
So Eric Dong is gonna be OD every game for sure now, when he already was.
Like this legit
So-
is just one of the best heroes in Dota right now. OD's top tier. I mean, he was already
Yeah.
good.
That sounds
really
way
good.
too good.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna revert this, but who knows?
This is a hefty patch, man. We've been going for an
This
hour.
is- Wait, really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, let's keep going.
Pangolier, added scepter upgrade. Shield crash now casts a 2-second swashbuckle every 90 degrees around your hero.
What?
Wait, what? I need to see that. I don't know what I'm eating. Okay, be right back. I'm going to a lobby to check this one out.
Hey, Donnie, you know what we need to do? We need to be the first people to make a video showing all the Ags upgrades.
Probably.
You should do that.
Get on that.
I'm
not doing it.
I'm sure that there's probably already one out for Dota Cinema.
Dota Cinema, they're so quick on that, yeah. Okay, Lucky Shot no longer has a chance to silence. Now it always disarms. That's good. Lucky
Alright,
Shot now
sorry, I was
reduces
looking at it.
armor. Is it ridiculous?
So when you shield crash, it shoots out one above you, below you, and to the left and to the right. Swashbuckles.
Christ.
I don't know what I just looked at.
He basically just becomes Bristleback.
It's
wait.
it's only a 2-attack swashbuckle
Yeah.
though.
Wait, so they brought back disarm Lucky Shot, but you can't silence.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
I mean, I like that personally.
It does
I think the
reduce
silence is
armor.
OP.
Yeah,
This-
silence was too good. But holy shit, like you Ags, you have Mjolnir on, you just lightning bolt everybody all the time.
I mean, dude, you have the talent, right? The talent to reduce your shield crash cooldown, so you're just constantly
Yeah.
using it in your ball. It's nuts.
That sounds insane.
PA added a scepter upgrade. Blur now has an instant cast time and applies a dispel. Anytime you get a hero kill, your abilities are refreshed.
Come on.
Really? I mean, I don't really think that's that great though.
Dude.
Well, the thing is, you have to think about the synth or whatever, right? When you add it to your hero, like
I guess
Yeah.
so. I guess so. Yeah.
Isn't
like,
adding, like Alchemist seems like incredibly overpowered.
That's like a super late game thing though, because this does not seem good unless it's the last item.
Dude, you blink on somebody, you instantly frag them, and then you have blink up again,
and it blurs 12-second cooldown and it dispels.
It applies
That
to
sounds
spell. Yeah, you just dispel yourself constantly after you get kills. It's ridiculous.
And I'm assuming it's a hard dispel because it's like a Ags upgrade, right? So
Yeah, but
I'd
you'd have to
probably just
build it,
get rid
like-
of like disarms and stuff, I'd imagine, right?
4th or 5th item, something like that, right? I would like to know if it's like a basic or a strong dispel. That's what I would.
Yeah, because if it's a strong dispel, if people are going halberds, you definitely like need this. It's
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
actually core.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a counter.
Yep.
PL strength gain increased a little bit, agility gain increased a little bit. Still PL being PL. Phoenix base damage or base strength now increased by 2, makes its lightning a little bit better. Supernova now causes all of your abilities to refresh on cast rather than at the end of the spell.
Wait, what? What's the fun of that?
What?
Oh, so if you supernova and it dies. so you
Supernova
bump
Scepter
back?
now allows you to cast Sunray. That's why they did this.
Supernova Scepter also allows you to cast Sunray and turn its direction.
Holy shit.
Alright, that sounds pretty sweet.
Wait, so wait. So can you move the supernova, or you just
No.
cast Sunray?
No, you just spin. You just spin in place.
But
and-
okay, it
I wonder
also
how
says
fast it
it
turns,
says Supernova Scepter now also, so it still does the old Scepter bonus of
Yeah,
being
you
able
still
to pull
put people
somebody
in
in.
it. Yeah.
And now you could Sunray while Supernovaing.
Alright, I'll tell you how fast this turns. I'm gonna go check it out. update.
Probably just as
You're gonna become
Oh,
like
it's pretty
dude.
slow.
You're gonna become like the Eye of Sauron and just the fucking like
Yeah,
laser
it's pretty
beam people.
Puck.
But it's a
intelligence
full-on
gain
Sunray.
Increased a little bit. Strength gain increased a little bit. Pudge base int increased. Alright, sweet. I'll take it.
Really?
What?
Oh my god. I'll
Oh,
take that.
16% Rotslow? Dude, they buffed Pudge! What?
Dude, I actually liked the rot slow. Sometimes I wouldn't get it over spell steal.
I do-
There's
I like
games where like you're running into the middle of everyone, spell steal's nice, but there's some games where everyone's running from you anyway.
It gets
So
like
the
this-
rot slow is like really nice.
It's really good against heroes like, I don't know, Abaddon and these heroes that like can dispel stuns.
I liked
and
it for
stuff.
stuff like Drow and stuff, where if you get on top of them.
Oh,
you know, they're
sniper,
getting away.
Rubik,
Yeah,
Shaman. These like it is good. Pugna now has 0.5 base mana regen, which he desperately needs. Agility gain increased slightly, which he desperately needs. I think he has the lowest agility gain in the game, or one
I
of
think
the
he
lowest.
does.
Nether Ward mana loss has been increased a little bit
Oh,
at every
okay.
level. Okay, slight buffs, still pretty similar. We'll see how the mana regen is. Maybe that would actually be like a determining factor if he can spam shit in lane. That's
I like that hero already, so
Pugna.
I thought he was pretty good. So
I think he's like B tier.
He was a little bit of a niche though. It was like, hey, they have OD, I'll pick Pugna.
Yeah.
Let's be real. That was his place.
I would just pick him if I want to like end a game early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
that
like-
too.
Razor, Eye of the Storm no longer increases attack rates on the Scepter, and it now hits up to 2 different units instead of 1. So they actually didn't nerf Razor, surprisingly.
I don't think this is the scepter. I think this is just in general.
This
No,
is
I have the
Scepter.
Storm Scepter.
Oh, I didn't see that scepter part. Oh, okay.
Ricky,
Wait, so
it's
just
like the same hero. I don't know. Nobody
Yeah.
gets a Scepter on him in the first place. Ricky, base damage increased by 3. I still think that hero's dog tier. I don't know if you guys
I've seen
I've
him
seen
have some
people go
success in the off lane a little bit.
I
but
feel like you have to snowball.
yeah,
When he snowballs, he's very scary for everyone on the map, actually. He can solo kill anyone. But if you're not snowballing, I don't think the hero's a problem.
Yeah,
it definitely helps him with last hitting in the lane, which is something
that's true. That's true.
shit to your
Yeah.
at, you know.
Rubik
Or
I've
just
seen
agility.
offlane, safe lane, so.
I've seen safe lane. Off lane feels bad, really bad. He's like so shitty at laning. But Rubik agility gain increased a little bit. All right.
As someone who's been spamming Rubik religiously for the last 2 weeks, I can tell you that is really nice. Especially when you're like Rubik and you steal Morphling's thing and then you go all strength and you kind of regret it because you're farming really slow. So
Yeah.
there you go. You got something going for you now.
Yeah. Some Morphling counter. Shadow Demon. Intelligence gain increased from 3.1 to 3.3. Pretty mediocre. Same hero.
Okay.
I don't know.
SF is tanky.
Oh yeah, not to like go back too far, but the Ricky, one thing I wanted to talk about is with the invis on the Sentry nerf or buff, whatever you want to call it, is like 10
that's
charges.
True. Yeah.
It might make invis heroes a little obnoxious to deal with, especially the ones that are like invis for a long time, because you know the ones that like just go invis briefly, you usually just get dust. It's not a big deal. But someone like Ricky, Sentry is usually like the better way to deal with them.
Yeah,
Same
I mean,
with Nyx.
you could use your
You'd like pair up a
sentries.
Sentry with a ward, you know, on like a cliff where you would think they would walk by. So
What I've been doing on BH is like carrying around 2 sentries and just
Right.
sentrying the entrance to their jungle and just dewarding their ward sentry combo, or they don't have sentries there and I just walk into their jungle and like kill somebody.
another thing to think about too is like when you're Sand King, how does that work?
Oh
That
yeah.
matchup's really weird now. Everyone's gonna spam
True.
sentries and you're out eventually.
And
Am I
apparently,
wrong in thinking that people are going to grief their team by buying all the sentries now?
Oh, that's
Oh,
definitely gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen.
Absolutely.
People do that with
Kidding
smokes
me?
already.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Alright.
Shadow Fiend stats have been buffed a little bit to be better, which is surprising considering that hero with Guardian Greaves is already pretty good.
He needed it though. Let's be real. This hero kind of fell off. He's not what he used to be.
No, he's not. He's real squishy. This makes him tankier.
Yeah.
Shadow Shaman, Ether Shock mana scale has been, mana cost rescaled.
Worse at
So
low
it's
levels.
worse.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep. It was necessary.
You
Let's
can-
be real. That hero's like meted at level 1 for some reason, so
Yeah.
now you don't feel as bad.
yeah.
Let him beat you up. It'll stop eventually.
See, I'm an offlaner, so I always have that guy in my lane with me.
Oh
usually.
yeah, that's true.
Owning
I'm
people.
usually playing him.
Yeah. So I don't
So,
know.
yeah.
I'm cool with that.
And they
hero
nerfed
being
the suicide thing, so all of those heroes like Ross did
True.
and dying, they come a little bit worse.
Yeah.
So
Silencer attacks a little bit faster. Still the same hero. Skywrath. Speaking of suiciding, Ancient Seal cast range increased. That's pretty cool. I like
yeah,
that.
that is kind of nice.
He
There's
definitely-
definitely been times where I'm like, oh my god, that guy barely lived. Now it's like, okay.
Wow.
There's like-
Concussive.
There's like a storm that you see out of a smoke, and he just zips before you
that's
get
actually
him.
really nice.
The mana
That's
cost.
really efficient damage now.
Dude, people.
Yeah, I remember
People
people were
max
maxing this
too.
a long time ago when the mana cost scaled like this, and then they nerfed it. So I guess they rebuffed it.
Yeah, this will be nice. Like 280 damage is actually a
Yeah.
lot. Like if you max this, and even at level 2, 85.
Yeah, just like 2 points in this is super good because it's 5 extra mana for 70 extra damage.
And
That's
considering-
really good scaling.
Considering you can't suicide as much now, going for concussive max actually seems pretty good.
Yeah, playing the less all-in version.
Yeah,
sounds a little bit better.
Less fun, but it's good.
Just
Slardar
Slardar.
added scepter upgrade. Slithering Crush now creates a puddle of water that is considered a river for bonuses. 25 HP regen, 12 armor, 40% status resistance, while in a puddle with a capital P or river with capital R. In addition to the normal Guardian Sprint bonuses, puddle AOE is 550. Puddles last for 25 seconds. What the fuck?
Dude?
So you're just creating puddles all over the map, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, lasts for 25 seconds, so you just have like a web now. It's like tiny webs.
I mean,
for Brood Mother.
that's legit really good because like you jump in and obviously use your stun to start fights or whatever. So you have 25 HP regen, 12 armor, and 40% status resistance. That is like the best initiation in the game that you can have. If you
Dude,
get
he's
an
like the
enemy-
best Roshan fighter ever now too, right?
Well, do you really want to be getting an Ags and Slard? I feel like that hero does need a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll
Wait.
see, I guess.
Is the stat bonus, is that only for Scepter? He doesn't just get that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
just
so.
that.
I think so.
Per
Oh, okay.
scepter. Yeah.
Guardian
Okay.
Sprint now also provides an extra movement speed boost in the river with unlocked max speed rather than a fixed 700. 5, 20, 35, 50. Look at how that scales. What? That's the
Yeah, that's
weirdest scaling.
Ridiculous.
So it's pretty much like how it was before. They want him to go really fast at level 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess.
Talent change to 4.5 seconds slithering crush cooldown. What does that make it now? So that would make it 3.5 second cooldown.
So you're just making puddles all over.
You're just puddling everywhere.
The animation has to be so weird. It looks like he's probably peeing. That's weird.
I'm sure
That's
it
like
does.
a really weird thing to add.
Out of his little fish penis.
Alright.
Slark, base attack speed increased a little bit. Cool.
That's nice. That hero kind of died. Let's be real. He's been gone.
He's been garbage for a while. Shadow Dance regen rescaled. It's way better at level 1. Scepter range increased, which is good because scepters are late game items now. So
yeah.
Damn, my thing keeps scrolling all the way up to the top, which is
Yeah, it kept happening to me too.
Spectre added.
Have you ever actually
upgrade.
played a versus Slark with Axe, by the way?
It's pretty annoying.
I've lost a game where I got backdoored and we lost. It was actually kind of cool. We got it like 5th item and then we lost, where we shouldn't have like had any chance of losing.
A lot of these scepter upgrades to me seem like 5th or 6th items is the problem.
Yeah, like very niche. Like
they're like really all in like final destination strategy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Spectre added scepter upgrade grants you a new ability. Oh god, here we go. Shadow Step allows you to perform a single target unit haunt.
What?
Cooldown 70, so you can just jump to somebody. You can just jump to like a Zeus or a Tinker on the map. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But the ultimate assassin Spectre.
Once again, that's like a 6th or 7th item sort of thing though. Because you need damage items, otherwise your haunt is just worthless.
Wait, so how do you target that? Do you like use it at the top minimap?
I guess their icon, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that is a really good question. How do you target it?
Damn, she's gonna have so many abilities on her hotbar now. With
yeah, she does. There's a lot.
Like, for such a basic hero, Spirit Breaker.
So you can. Okay.
I don't know. This game is just ridiculous. Spirit Breaker, health regen increased a little bit. He needs it. Bulldoze, status resistance increased at all levels. Bulldoze, movement speed increased at all levels.
I've been having a lot of fun with this hero, to be honest.
He's good. So, I've been thinking about it more.
Greater Bash is shittier earlier.
Same late, it seems.
The damage is a little bit higher.
I actually like that a lot.
That's pretty good because you use it for trading to start, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So
like harass.
That makes sense, and you max it, right? You don't need to max the other 2 abilities. You max.
Charge.
It depends on what you're.
You go charge a lot, but it's usually like charge and bash kind of interchangeably with like 1 point in bulldoze in the middle.
Charge mana cost.
Because you have like a Darkseer too and stuff.
Yep.
Nether Strike. Scepter cast range increased. What is the Scepter doing? It make it AoE? Oh yeah,
it's like 16-second cooldown, like AoE, something like that.
Pretty nice.
Never seen anybody get that.
I really like the mana cost reduction on the charge. That actually helps him so much. The hero doesn't have much mana.
Oh
so
yeah, the fact that
you
you can
just charges in.
You can just charge and then ult, and then you have to go back to base again.
Yep.
It's pretty annoying.
Especially like TPing out too. Like usually if. Let's be like most Spirit Breakers get in some weird scenario where they're charging in and then they have to like run away and everyone's chasing them.
Yeah.
And they don't have mana to get out, so now they actually might have an opportunity to get out where they wouldn't have. So
yeah,
I could see that scenario playing out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you definitely just abuse this hero like a courier during the laning stage. Like you should just be constantly TPing back to base, bringing your core items and shit.
Yeah.
Super strong.
Agreed. Techies now is 1.0 base mana regen. That is definitely necessary. I've been playing that hero lately because people pay me on stream to suffer. And he definitely feels
Holy shit.
What?
Sorry, I read the TA one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Skipping ahead. Psionic Projection allows you to teleport to any psionic trap after 2 seconds?
Does not break melt.
That's ridiculous, dude.
What?
It detonates the Psionic Trap on arrival, though, so it's not like you can just randomly appear places
when
and stay
detonates it though, does it detonate with the slow is the question.
I would imagine so.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
That's
activates
overpowered.
Yeah, it's like a better haunt.
TA's just global, dude. TA's actually just global with an Aghanim Scepter. And this is a hero that farms too, so... Alright, let's read Terrorblades. Terrorblade, Aghanim Scepter.
Wait, so, hold on. You don't need to buy Blink on Templar Assassin anymore if you get Scepter, right?
I think you still
I would still probably do it, because I'm thinking if you...
You go in with the Ags, and then you blink to chase.
Not even just that. What if they just kill your trap, right? It'll feel really bad.
It's a 2-second channel to TP. Like, you can't just sit there.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
You can't just walk up and just fucking channel.
It's definitely really good, though.
It's really good for, like, global movement, but it's not for, like, jumping people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Terrorblade added scepter upgrade after casting Metamorphosis. A wave travels outward in all directions, causing enemy heroes to be feared 3 seconds upon impact.
That sounds terrible.
Spell immune units do not get hit by the wave. Has a global sound effect. I'm glad they had to put that in there. Yeah, that sounds awful.
Like, he's already so slow. You want people to be near you. You don't want them to run away from you.
I mean, I guess late game, that hero does, like, accumulate a lot of fucking gold with his illusions going everywhere, so... I guess it's something.
Reflection no longer affects illusions. PL now counters Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Oh, my, and Naga too?
Yeah. Tidehunter, Gush, Scepter upgrade, radius increased, distance increased. Nobody was
I like that.
I mean, it's all right.
I wouldn't say no one. I've definitely seen it before.
I've
good.
I've not seen that in like a year.
Have you played as Rubik, like verse, or like seen it, like Rubik getting Gush?
Super good.
Oh,
It's
Aghanim?
really good. So like now, yeah.
Yeah, this all a
I
huge
feel like
buff
all
to
these,
Rubik.
all of
All
these
buffs
are
for Rubik.
huge buffs to Rubik.
This is a Rubik patch, man.
Or
Yeah, this is
Morphling
great.
with the scepter upgrade of Morphling too.
Dude, I can't wait to play Rubik. I've already been spamming him. This is gonna be great for me.
Timbersaw strength gain increased, intelligence gain increased, base armor increased. Oh my god, he has a mana regen talent. Wow, that's huge.
That is huge,
That's
actually.
huge in my opinion. Level 10 talent between a mana regen talent and a 225
Oh,
health talent.
they got rid of. Yeah, that is hard. They got rid of his EXP though. That was pretty nice.
That is too bad, but I don't know, dude. I'm loving the mana regen because you build into like Krimis and stuff and Holy Lockets and shit on this hero.
I mean, the base armor, dude. All those stat increases are actually like huge. On a lot of the heroes, it doesn't matter that much, but on a hero like Timbersaw or Necrophos, these heroes that are just like cancering up some lane that you want to be in, and they're really hard to kill.
Yeah.
That shit matters a lot, especially for like snowballing them early. So we'll see.
8 reactive armor stacks or 10% spell amp. I actually thought the damage was better than the reactive armor stacks, but
yeah,
now,
I see a lot of people go the damage.
Yeah,
10% it's the old. It's like
that is a lot.
I mean,
that's a good amount.
that was like 10% was like when Ember was considered broken because of his spell amp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
I remember that.
15 strength to 20. That's pretty good too. Like you were saying, a hero like this being that much
Any
more
sort of stat
unburstable
increase,
is really important. Tinker now has.
So how many times have you been in a game where it's like, kill the Timber, everyone's using everything, and then he
he's
barely
at
lives?
like 10%
oh,
HP.
my
Yeah.
god, yep.
That's just how the hero loves to play.
Yep.
Tinker, base mana regen. I hope this hero's okay. Intelligence 3.3 instead of 2.5. Spell. Oh, this does not seem.
I
that
feel like
good.
he got buffs where he needed, but I don't think it's enough.
Dude, here's the problem. Is like the big nerf is the sheep stick costing so much mana, and the fact that you no longer get your int doesn't give you like percentage regen. So bottle and these like other mana regen sources just don't give you enough mana regen to sustain, especially with how much sheep costs. Like this hero still sucks in my opinion. It's better, but it's gonna need the storm treatment where it just gets buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed. And
I
then,
feel
like
like this
5
just
patches
buffs
later.
the really niche players who just spam it. You know, I don't think this is that big.
Tiny int gain increased.
I like that.
He needed it. Added scepter upgrade. Jesus Christ. Grants you a new channeling ability, Tree Volley. Every 0.4 seconds, a random tree within 525 range of your hero will be thrown towards the targeted AoE. Deals 100%, 120% of your damage to enemies in that area. So he's just like slamming trees at people.
He's a turret now.
For 2.4 seconds.
But that does.
On a 12-second cooldown.
I guess even as a support, because I was thinking, right? Core Tiny's kind of dead, and then Mid Tiny's still pretty niche, so it's like this would be really on like a support Tiny, right?
Yeah.
And they usually don't have that much like damage items, but you still have so much damage on Tiny just being Tiny with like his ult. So I can actually see this, right? Because you don't have attack speed usually. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But if you're channeling some spell that doesn't,
Just
you know,
slamming
based off
trees at people.
Yeah,
I wonder if it hits
this
towers.
actually would be pretty nice.
You could just like siege siege with Tiny.
Let's see.
That sounds awesome.
I'm gonna go give that a shot right now.
Wait, can you actually? Are you saying you can actually hit buildings?
I'm not sure if it can.
Yeah, because you can hit it with the tree, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Probably not, because it's gonna be more like when you throw the tree, right? You can't throw it at.
Yeah, it doesn't do damage to towers like that.
We'll see.
Tree grab cooldown reduced by 2 seconds at all levels. Grow armor has been increased.
Oh my, that's a lot of damage. Sorry to interrupt you.
Is it good?
It's actually good. Yes.
Doesn't it towers though, right?
No. I didn't even test because like there's no way. I don't believe it. I guess I'll go test it, but.
Yeah, I mean Tiny seems pretty good. I thought Tiny was pretty good before. I think Tiny's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Dude, Tiny plus Void. It's the new combo.
I mean, they AoE too, right? So I guess
Tiny
because the
Void.
problem with Tiny was like he stomps the lanes usually like, pretty hard. Like he's really good at roaming and all that. But then, like he kind of falls off. So like a support tiny, I can actually see you scaling now with an axe.
Or Mars in Captain's Draft, locking people, and then you just turret
Yeah.
them.
God.
Hell yeah, dude.
Do you get a
Alright,
Daedalus?
didn't hit the towers, Jenkins.
That's
Your
too
dream's
bad.
dead
That's
already.
too bad. Trim Protector, base mana regen increased. He definitely needs it. Nature's Guise has been reworked. It's a self-cast ability with a 0.6 second cast time. No longer has a fade delay, nor gets interrupted on damage taken. Goes on cooldown after the invisibility buff ends.
Thank God.
10,
that
8, 6,
interrupting
4
was so
seconds.
bad.
So it costs mana, which is the only unfortunate thing. But now he has the base mana regen, so I think that's probably why he got it. I don't know. I'll have to see that. That seems pretty
It's
decent,
basically
though.
just like Shadow Walk now,
Yeah.
except around
That's
trees.
cool.
Seems pretty good.
Does it still allow you to phase through trees, I assume?
I would have to imagine
Yeah, I
it does.
think
Doesn't
so.
say
I
anything
think
about
so.
not doing it. So
Yeah.
And then also the damage was increased, so it's no longer just dog tier at level 1, which is really good.
yeah.
I think that's probably pretty good, realistically.
PPD's gonna play this. I can tell you that much.
Definitely.
I don't even have to guess. I will. We'll
Jesus.
try it.
Troll Warlord Scepter upgrade reduces battle trance cooldown to 35 seconds and allows it to be cast on allied or enemy
Whoa!
heroes.
Enemy heroes. Wait, what?
What?
Lasts
So you can-
half duration on enemies.
So you basically use that to force them to turn around and fight you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are running away, you cast it on them. Cast range 525. I mean,
I feel like it's a meme, but I
Dude,
could see it being annoying.
You could use it. You could use it on like an Enigma's black holing or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, this would be really good for my
Yeah.
trolls who farm all game and then give up and then want to grief the games.
Oh, they do that.
force
All,
me to run in
trolls
now.
always do that too. Trolls
They
are
do,
the
they do.
biggest morons.
They always get really angry, so now they can really grief me. They
Yeah,
can run in.
I'm loving that.
Yeah, that's
Tusk,
good.
talent changes. Newsham, what's your take on this? 300
See,
snowball,
snowball
speed.
speed is okay. Snowball cooldown. That's nice, actually. That's really nice.
What's the snowball cooldown already? It's
But these are
18
so
seconds.
late. I feel like this doesn't.
makes it 11
but-
second cooldown. Yeah, Walrus Punch to 15%. Now
The
he's
thing
a
about
pseudo
Tusk
random.
are his talents are really fucking good. This hero has so much potential. I just don't know what it is that's holding him back. I'm trying to think.
do you usually go the 90 GPM or do you go for the 40 EXP?
It really depends. I like the GPM personally, but I've seen people go EXP, and I did it first.
Mhm.
But I'm still not sure. I usually would go GPM. I still would.
Yeah,
It's just too much at level 10, man. Like the hero uses the
Yeah.
items.
right.
Yes.
My god, I keep scrolling up to the top. Kill me, Valve, please. Underlord, Pit of Malice, AoE increased. That's really good. I'm loving
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
a
nice.
that's a really good spell. The cooldown was
Lower
reduced
cooldown
too.
too. All right.
Yeah, that hero's underrated, man. That hero's good.
Yeah, dude. Anytime there's a radius increase, like it might seem kind of small, but you got to remember it's the circle, and so it's actually double that in terms of how big. So like that's
Yeah.
Yep, that's huge.
it's like
Something to laugh at.
frontier size almost.
Yeah, it's massive. So how many like level 25 talents increase the radius of something by like 50, and then all of a sudden it covers your whole screen? Like Monkey
Yeah,
King,
exactly.
Cronus, it's bullshit. Soul Rip now has a cast point of 0.35 seconds.
Nice,
A little bit
I
of
like
a buff
that.
to him.
All right.
Tombstone zombies now treat illusions like creeps, requiring 2 hits to kill rather than 1. That's good. I feel like it should have been like that in the first place. Tombstone now takes 1/4 damage from creeps and illusion rather than a half.
Oh,
They
so he's
buffed on
not
dying.
just completely destroyed by PL and
PL.
stuff.
And
Yeah.
brood.
Alright.
Yeah.
He probably still does get pretty destroyed by them, but
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
quite as
yeah.
bad.
Just half dirt. Yeah.
Vengeful
Alright.
Spirit. Nether Swap now has a cooldown to prevent accidental
Thank
uses.
God, dude. I actually have never successfully not double swapped people since they made
Dude,
that
I've
change.
seen so many
Use
people do
quick
that.
cast
oh
or
my.
what? People do that with quick cast, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
usually see that quick cast people.
Because I'm always like
No one else.
hammering my button, like, oh,
Yeah.
boom, and then I just double swap.
I was gonna say I've never actually done that, but I think it's because I don't use quick cast.
I don't use quick cast.
I've watched BSJ do that. Oh man.
Dude,
That was
BSJ
good.
did that. He did that so much.
Yeah, they teleported in place on Furion. That was
Oh
cool.
my god.
Alright.
Base intelligence increased by 2 on Venomancer. Base attack speed increased a little bit. Venos seems the same. Visage base magic resistance. Honestly, I don't really think any heroes having different magic resist at level 1 makes sense. Especially when he doesn't even get magic resist from Gravekeeper's Cloak.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird.
And their health. So this seems relatively the same, in my opinion.
It
Visage.
does.
Yeah.
I don't think it's game breaking like his changes a few patches ago or whatever.
Yeah. Warlock, Chaotic Offering. Scepter now lands the second golem 0.4 seconds after the
That's
first.
really good.
Oh,
So-
that is really good.
So yeah, chain
Sounds like a longer
stuns,
stun.
which is
Okay.
cool. Fatal Bonds count rescaled, so it's really good at
Oh
level
my
1. but the
God.
damage has been
Oof.
reduced. That seems really good.
I think that's still better overall though, right?
It's better
Yeah,
overall
dude.
because you can like cancel blinks and you can cancel
Well,
salves
it's not just
and
that. Like, dude,
bottles.
the early points were so bad. You like 3 units, you try to like, oh, I can maybe fatal bonds them. It's like 3 creeps
Right.
and 1 hero. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. Kill the creeps. Kill the creeps.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 13% damage is still ridiculous in the early game, especially if
It
you're
is.
hitting 6 people.
Yep.
Yep, that's good for really good for fighting. 25 talent, golem armor increased a little bit. Seems like relatively insignificant.
All right. Yeah, I don't think that matters. I guess he does have 60% EXP gain at 15, but.
Weaver
Yeah.
0.4 base mana regen. He desperately needs it. The 70 mana
Yes.
cost on
Desperately needs any
Sakuchi-
buffs. That hero sucks.
Yeah, and he has more attack speed, and we talked about this. Like that hero. like,
Animation
was so
terrible,
slow- it's
especially
so
for an Agi
terrible.
hero, dude. What the
Yeah.
hell?
It's actually really hard to last hit with that hero against
It
like,
is.
a Jug or
Yeah.
something.
He doesn't even hit that hard either, too, right? So.
Jug hits like twice by the time you hit one. It's so
True.
sad. Wind Ranger now adds 2 charges to Wind Run when you get the Scepter and increases movement speed by 45%. I'm really surprised it doesn't just take away the movement speed cap, honestly, with how everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Focus Fire,
Oh, okay.
cooldown reduced. That's good. But
To
I think
make
this
up
is a
for the
buff
fact
to
that there's
the,
no scepter.
This is a buff to the Russian Windrunners who rush like MKB and Scepter and shit. Now they can run
Oh,
around.
dude.
I tried
Don't
that.
use the word Russian right now. It's very, very
Oh,
like,
that's
hot topic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Very fair. I tried that. It actually felt pretty good doing that.
Wait, so when they say rework Scepter, do you still get the other one too? Or
I don't
don't
think so. I don't
think so. I think
That's
there's just
trash.
Yeah.
no way to
it's
get
pretty
rid
bad.
of the damage
Um,
reduction, right?
Dude, I don't like that at all. I
level
feel like
10
she already kind
talent,
of sucked. This
the-
kind of ruined her.
The level 10 talent too. Wind Run slow to -2 shackle shot. The mana regen is just so good.
I mean, I guess they gave her negative 20% focus fire damage reduction at 25. but,
25
dude,
though.
what?
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is
That's
It's
I
not
feel like this
updated in the
hero's
tooltip,
still-
so I don't know.
this hero's still dead. Yeah.
Winter Wyvern,
dead.
Arctic Burn, Scepter mana cost per second reduced. Oh,
Okay.
great!
Cool.
Witch Doctor Death Ward damage increased. Just straight buffs
Hell
to Witch
yeah.
Doctor. That hero's pretty good already, I think. Zeus now has 0.25 base mana regen, which is
You
great.
skipped over Witch Doctor, huh?
No, I said his Death Ward's is slightly buffed. That's good. It's good. He's already a good
Oh.
hero. He's
Well,
good.
I think that's
Zeus
really
is
nice.
really
Yeah, it's
good
great.
now.
Zeus
Oh,
has.
attack point. Ooh.
Oh man.
Damn.
Really good now.
He
Oh,
needed
10
that.
talent too. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
Free mana regen. Although it is XP gain on the other side. Like
I
XP
don't
gain-
know, man.
The XP gain is good, but holy shit, 3 mana regen is like life changing.
it is. It
That
is.
is life-changing.
So is 0.25 base mana regen. Honestly, on that hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I've
hero
been
seems.
spamming this
That
hero.
hero
I'm
seems
excited to go play Zeus
I'm excited
now.
to play Zeus too. I'm
I
excited
actually
to
was
play
playing for Zeus sometimes. I could
Yeah.
see
Zeus.
this.
It's really good with. It's
actually
really good
good.
with SK.
Really?
All right. Well, that's
so
it.
Specific.
Yeah. Well, dude, you deward the
huh?
ward in the lane. The
Want to go
sentry.
test any Ags or anything? Or
We'll
just
do that. We
done?
can do that. We can do that. But this is it for
Okay,
the
okay.
patch analysis video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in another video.